Hello. It's still I'm gonna say December. Too far ahead or too far behind. Anyway, today is still June 20th, and this is my second video for today. And this is just my opinion. Like, none of this is facts, but I know 8 times out of 10, everybody's gonna agree with me. You can tell when somebody is doing something just for the profit or just for the money aspect of it. Like, you can tell if they're not really into it. You can tell if they're not really passionate about it. Like, those are things they ain't even gotta hide, because it's gonna show in their work ethic. It's gonna show in how they advertise themselves and how they brand themselves and how they market themselves. It's gonna show in all of that. I said that to say, but that statement I just said applied to all businesses. It applied, like, that was a universal statement. But I'm saying that to say, if you doing hair and you can't tell nobody how to take care of their real hair, you're not supposed to be doing hair. If you're doing hair and you pulling hair out, or you're doing things improperly, or you're installing stuff improperly, or you don't realize the density of someone's hair, if you don't see that somebody's already thinning and they getting a style that could take that thinning to bald and you still get them that style, you don't deserve to be a stylist. You should care about the health of the real hair. Yeah, the style gonna look good, but there's certain styles you cannot wear in certain stages of your hair life. If you have, like with me, my edges were super thin last month when I got a retwist, so we could not manipulate it no type of way without me being bald, honestly. So this month it grew a lot. If you follow my journey, you can tell my hair has grown a lot. So this month I wasn't as self-conscious to do a style. Like, I was okay with doing a style this month, because even though my hairline is still thin in areas, it was non-existent in those areas last month. So I'm proud of this growth. Like, y'all may look at it and be like, oh, her edges thin, but they were thinner than this, so I'm not mad. I'm happy. I'm proud of my growth. I'm happy for this. So you can tell when somebody's doing something for the money. My initial thing I wanted to do when it came to me doing hair, I always wanted to specialize in natural hair. I wanted to get the hair growing back. I wanted to show people how to love their real hair. I wanted people to know how to maintain real hair, how to moisturize their hair properly, how to detangle it, how to comb it properly, what products are good and bad. Because just because something is new, just because it's by a certain brand, just because it's say natural, just because it's in a store, does not mean it's good for you. These people do not care what they put in our products. So if you can't eat it, you can't ingest it, you can't put it in your body, don't put it on your head at all. Don't put it on your skin at all. If you cannot ingest it without being sick or having to call, the hospital, or go to the hospital, or have to go to what's the people in Atlanta that deal with y'all know what I'm talking about, though. They deal with people who've been poisoned and who got like high risk diseases and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna think about it when the video's over. But anyway, if you gotta go to a specialist after you swallow something or you eat something and you supposed to put it on your body, you still feel safe putting that on your body? You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should feel really stupid. You shouldn't. I'm just saying. Sorry, not sorry. But be mindful of the things you do and the styles you get. If your edges thin, don't get no tight braids. If your edges thin, don't be trying to get no cornrows. If your edges thin, don't be trying to get no small like cornrows, small feed-ins. If your edges thin, please do not be trying to get no box braids, because I'm heavy. Don't try to get no small braids, because instead of it pulling out, a whole section, it'll pull out that piece that was already thin. And next thing you know, when you actually take your braids out, you got a whole bald spot, because you done pulled out 3 or 4 braids right here because you wanted to wear your hair loose, and your elbow caught it, your arm caught it, it got caught in the dough, whatever. Either way, it got caught somewhere, it got pulled, it got tugged, and you weakened your follicles, you're weakening your cuticles, you're weakening your hair strain, you're weakening every part that deals with the strength and longevity of your hair, because you want to look cute and you want to get a style, or because you just want to look like something or feel like something. I understand that. It's the same thing with wigs. Don't do frontal after frontal after frontal. Don't do closure after closure after closure. Your hair has to breathe for it to properly grow. When you put a wig on, when you get a frontal sew-in, a full sew-in, a quick weave, a cap, anything that you put on top of your head and your scalp cannot breathe, you need at least 2 weeks after that style for your scalp to breathe. But some people don't care. They want style after style after style and get mad when their hairline start thinning, or get mad when they ain't got hair no more, or get mad when they can't do certain things. But you did it to yourself. You and your stylist did it to you, but more so you, because you went to the stylist with that, and your stylist money hungry, and you knew your stylist was money hungry, and they were just gonna take their money. Like, you deserve more than that. Your hair deserve more than that. And treat yourself like something, because you gonna feel worse in the end. If you ain't got no edges, like, you ain't gonna be secure. Like, you ain't gonna have no type of confidence like that. Like, unless you cool with the bald, but you ain't finna have no confidence in yourself like that. You're not finna have confidence in no ponytail with your hair. You're not finna have confidence enough to wear your hair because it's thinning. But you the reason it's thinning. But video's already too long. I feel like it was a lot of information in there. That's the reason why I myself wanted to do hair. And hair is always gonna be a hobby for me. I don't mind asking nor answering questions when it comes to hair, even though some people irritate me. But for the most part, people don't. Like, if I click with you, if we cool, I don't care if you ask me about stuff or ask me, to recommend you some products or to do this or to do that. But my information would be general because I'm not you. You have to try stuff. You have to figure stuff out for yourself to figure out what works for you. Because there's some products I like that your hair might not. Or some products you like that I might think are crap, Or I already know what's in it, so I know I'm not finna put it on my hair. Like, since I've been locking my hair, no chemicals have been in my hair. There's no hair color in here, even though I want some. There's no bleach in here, even though I want some. Even when I get my hair retwisted, I use aloe vera, like the gel. I use that. Well, it's actual plant, but you can make a gel out of it. Anyway, I use that. I'm not trying to put nothing extra in my head. I'm not trying to put nothing heavy in my head, because when you have locks, you cannot comb your hair. You cannot comb your buildup out. If you got buildup, you just got buildup. I want my hair to be natural. I want my hair to flow. I want my hair to... You can't run away from buildup because it's going to happen. But I want my hair to be in a state to where I'm not seeing all kind of ugly or extra or nasty stuff in my head because a stylist decided to use a glob for one spot or a glob for each spot. You should not be able to see your product in your hair after you get it twisted. You shouldn't even see the product when they're twisting it. You don't need that much product. Like I said, video's ending. I'm sorry, I keep talking. I can't shut up. Y'all can tell this is something I'm passionate about. It's gonna always be on my first love. But I'm gonna talk some more. Anyway, it's always gonna be my first love. But I gotta move on to something else. Hair is always gonna be my passion. It's always gonna be my hobby. I'm gonna always be affiliated with it. Like, you can't separate me and hair because that's my baby. And I can't separate from it. So I'm gonna always be affiliated. But I gotta do something that I know I'm gonna be great at. I gotta do something that I already know I like, and I can get up every day and do something I feel like could be a profession for me. So I'm thinking grown, even though hair was grown, but I'm thinking grown. Like, I'm thinking on something I can retire from, something I can a 401k, something I can live my life over, or a practice I can open, or just something I can do. I'm thinking bigger than that, even though everything is gonna come together in the end, and I trust this process all the way. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching my videos. I'm sorry this video is almost 10 minutes, but it's a lot of good information. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I'm probably gonna post it on my Facebook. So if you follow me on YouTube or you're my friend on Facebook, I love you. Thank you for the support, whether you doing it by viewing or you're doing it by liking and sharing, because either way, guess what, you see me.